Well, hey there everybody! Welcome to Will's World. My name is Will, and this is my world. In today's episode, we're going to get started on a project that I have mentioned a couple of times already, but we're going to go ahead and get working on the dock right outside. I believe this should be the south gate of town. Yeah, I think that's right. I think this is south. Because the sun rises over there. It's rising now, so that's the east. That would be the west. No, this is the north gate. North gate. I suppose I could hit F3 and just check, but that was more interesting, right? Right. We're gonna go with that. More interesting. Anyway, as you can see, I've kind of like started already, but the thing is, I messed up. And I'll tell you how. It's all on this side. So I started plotting this out and just using the slabs and placed them at the level at which you see them. But I quickly, well, not so quickly because I built the whole darn thing that way. But I realized after the fact that if I put the slabs down on this level where I'm standing, I'm not going to be able to build anything on this dock. So, popping back into my head here, what I'm doing right now is I'm going through and I'm raising all the slabs up to the full block level here. That way, once I'm done, I'll be able to actually build things and place things on top of this dock. As it stands, if, say, I was going to throw a chest down, oh, look at that, we have a chest that floats in the air. That is no bueno. So, that's the project as it stands. I'm going to raise this dock up one half slab level. I might do something over here, because this is going to be a lighthouse, and this is going to be the entrance to the lighthouse. So I'm not 100% on what I'm going to do for the entrance here, but I'll figure something out, and it'll work out. It'll work out. Anyway, let me get back to work, and I'll get this all raised up and show you what I've got once that's done. As always, back in a flash. Alright guys, I am back, and I have finally finished raising this thing up. The other thing that I did was I went through and I changed all of these posts to the... What are these things even called anymore? Come back here. God, of course it sinks to the very, very bottom when I'm trying to... And now I can't even jump out of here. Man, this went really well, didn't it? I replaced all of the posts with the spruce wood, the bark block, the piece of wood that has the same texture on all four sides. I think it looks better. It kind of caps it, you know? Grab one of those. There we go. So, we're up on a level that we can build on, and all of the posts have been capped with these bad boys. The other thing I did was I went through with a bunch of spruce trapdoors, and this basically just hides this gap here. I didn't want to do just full blocks everywhere, but what I did is on the corners here, especially like these guys, I cannot fit a trapdoor on this side and this side, so for these corner type things I just went ahead and did full blocks. But I went around the whole of the dock. Some of these trapdoors will eventually get removed, as the plan is to build buildings that butt up right against the dock, little fishing shacks and things like that. But right now, the building that we want to work on, or the building that I want to work on, is the lighthouse. And as you can see over here, we've got this pillar that comes up higher than the rest, and that is definitely on purpose, because I want to get up here, and we're just going to go ahead and use that for now. It's fine. And I actually need some of these guys. like that, because I want to use these, what are they called? Nether brick slabs? Is that what these guys are? Yeah, nether brick slabs. These are going to be my roof tiles, and this roof is just going to be a very shallow, single angle type of roof. It's going to go from here and work its way down all the way until it hangs off the edge over here, like so. And then I think this will probably have to go up one. This might stay at that level. This might go up 2 and stay at that level. This will probably go up 3, and then this will go up there. And so what we end up with is this very gradual sloping roof, but I think it's going to work out well for our purposes here. I think that's going to look pretty awesome. Let me bounce my way over to this side. Huh. Alright, so I want one higher right there, I think. So I can put a third wood block there, and I think that'll work. But other than that, I think that works out pretty well. So let me get working on this roof, and I will be back in a flash. Okay, guys, I ran out of some material, but I know BT has some for me. And BT, by the way, here we are coming out the south gate. She has torn down her witch's tower, added this lovely path that is absolutely covered in cats, threw up some streetlights. She did a lot of work while I was gone, and I believe this new witch's hut, it is so, ow, berry bush. This is so cool. She's even got her little cooking station out back here, which is just adorable, with this little picnic table and everything. She's got some stables and some gardens, but I am going to borrow some materials. I think I got to go downstairs here to get them, but because she tore down that, oh, I know they're in here somewhere. Did you get rid of them all? Oh, I might be... Oh, here we go. Here we go. I just need some of this stuff. It's fine. I will repay her. I will totally repay her. BT, if you're watching, I owe you some bright red nether brick. But yeah, that is an adorable little witch's cottage. I love it. Anyway, back to work. I will be back in a flash. Okay, guys, I'm back, and the roof is what it is. I don't think it looks terrible, but I'm not super thrilled with the angle I got going on there, but at the same time, I have ripped it off and put it back on probably 5 or 6 times now, so we're going to leave the roof as it is for now and move on to something else. I wanted to show you a neat little technique. I really love it, and basically all I'm going to do here is I'm going randomly throughout the deck here, and I'm going to start throwing in, just in splotches, I'm going to start throwing in some of this dark oak, mixing it in with the spruce. And what this does, or what I hope it does anyway, is give the pier a look as though parts of it are soaked. Parts of this pier are soaked through with, water, because I mean, it's a pier. We're out here on the ocean, in the bay, having a good old time. And it makes sense, right? It makes sense. So we would put one right there, and so on and so forth. Let's get over to our little lighthouse shanty, and we're going to do something very similar to the walls of this shack. Here and there and everywhere, we're going to throw into the walls some of this dark oak, And that basically just makes it look, again, like, oh, well, parts of the wood that make up the walls of this house, parts of the wood is soaked through. And so we just hide in some of this dark oak. I'm even going to sneak one up into this little corner here, like that. There we go. And as we just kind of spread this about, I can even pop out one of the windows here and throw in a stair block right there. As we do this throughout, I think it's going to lend to a real sense of how worn out this shack must be. And of course, we're going to bring in our friend the mossy cobblestone as well to try to mix up and provide some texture variation for the build. But I think this, for right now, is looking pretty darn good. Let's just throw that in there. And we're going to go ahead and pop that out. And I think we'll pop that out as well. And I actually need to run and get some of this spruce log to put in there. But you get the idea. We're going to run throughout this whole thing everywhere we can and just kind of mix up and throw in some texture variation and just have some fun with it. So let me continue with this and I will be back in a flash. So I'm running back home because a traveling trader just showed up out at the docks, and he actually has some stuff that I think I want to buy, so I'm running up to my bedroom here because I have fat stacks of emeralds, and I'm looking to spend. Yeah, that'll do. I think this'll do. I hope that'll do. That's a lot of emeralds. But yeah, I'm going to run back down there. And I'll catch you guys in just a second. There he is. There you are, my friend. I am going to buy you out, I think. Lots and lots of this stuff, definitely. And I want some tropical fish. I think really I am only going to get 2 of those guys, but that's okay. And then definitely some lime green, because that's not something I can readily get. So we can go ahead and max out the orange dye as well. What else do I want to buy? Ooh, fire coral block. I can get red dye, and I've got pumpkin, so let's buy out his fire coral. Alright. Thank you, sir. So, anyway, as you can see, I've gone through and added the dark oak in just randomly all over the dock here. And I'm just now seeing, oh, looky, some stuff. Stuff is always good. Oh, and I missed a spot. That's not what I want. There we go. Boom. So yeah, it's all over the dock. Hello, turtle. And I like it. I really do. I think messing things up, and actually I'm looking here, and this is a bit too neat and tidy, so we're going to bust some of this stuff out, like so. And when you're doing this, you'll find yourself going into a pattern, and you'll have to go back later, look at it with eyes that are 2 minutes older, and be like, oh, wait, no, I want to change it here. And so you do. You just change it a little bit here and there. Do not place a coral block. There we go. And it's always a work in progress. But as you can see, we've finished out messing up the walls on the house portion of our lighthouse. But then I went in with some mossy cobblestone, and basically on every side of the cobblestone that faces the water, I figured that would be the most mossy side. So as you can see, it goes up a bit on the tower here, and I'll probably throw some up there, and we're definitely going to throw vines on the side too. Definitely something we're going to do. Interior is nothing just yet. I did cover up the ceiling with wood because I didn't like the way the nether brick looked on the inside, so we've got some rafters in here. This is going to go up to the actual lighthouse proper, probably a spiral staircase. This guy might have like his kitchen in here or something. I'm not sure yet. But I am going to get to work on that, and I'm going to get to work on kind of fleshing out this dock a little bit more as well. And as always, I will be back in a flash. Alright guys, I am back, and I am down to 8. Count 'em, 6 actually. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big reveal, 0 lanterns. But I did get the lighthouse finished, and I think it looks pretty awesome. It's a very simple lighthouse design, but I think it's in keeping with what this village represents. This village is the first village in this world. When explorers sailed across the ocean, this was the village, or this was the land that they found, and this is where they started building their lives. So it's very cobblestone and spruce, which is, the materials that we have here. I went ahead and threw in all the windows around the whole lighthouse. It has windows going all around the side. We can go ahead and check out the interior, but I will tell you, all of this has taken so very long. So much longer than I had planned. So we're not going to get to the interior of this building today, unfortunately. I know, I'm sorry. But we will get to it. Maybe I'll do the interior off camera. I've got a mess of stuff in here that I need to sort and clean out. I've got stuff ready, as you can see. I know we're coming up on time. So let's go ahead and check this out. Shut that door. I've got the floor mat, as always. Come in here. I'm thinking this will be like living room / kitchen area, and then I can put a bedroom in here. I think that would be pretty okay. And then as we start to go up, I think this is just going to be storage, this little area here. But then we've got this spiral staircase, and I went and I used stripped spruce logs for this pillar in the middle. So the staircase goes round and round, and here you're getting to see some of the windows that I put in. This is a pretty awesome view out this way, if I do say so myself. Each of these little landings I went ahead and threw a lantern on, which is why I am now out of them, because I've used so many. Lucky for me, I've got all those librarians. But as we come up, you'll see that we're coming up into the top. And I just carried this up, and then I used some redstone lamps for our signal inside the lighthouse, which is currently just controlled by a lever. Now the downside, like I always do, I like covering my stairway so that I can't just fall down into it. Maybe we don't need to have that, right? Maybe the railing is good enough there. Because what was happening when I had something here, if I turned it off, it activated the trapdoor. So basically when it becomes nighttime, the guy has to run up here and flip this switch, and there we go, lighthouse is on. I was thinking about trying to do a daylight sensor type thing, but I really wanted this roof to have a peak and that fence post up on top. So I don't know. I I'm not that great of a redstone guy, so if somebody else can think of a way that I can keep my roof the way it's looking and then have that light run on a daylight sensor, I'm all ears. I think that would be super cool, and I am 100% down for that. Something else that I'm down for, do I want to... Of course, if I throw these on here, that's going to completely negate a lot of the soaked log look that I'm going for, so maybe we won't do that. We'll have to figure something out, though. And we will. But for now, guys, for now, I think we're going to call this project done. We've got the dock mostly squared away. We've got a lighthouse with a little shack built onto it. I think we're doing pretty darn good. I think we're doing pretty darn good. But, guys, that is all of the time I think that we have for today. This has been a very cutty, buildy episode, but words. Words are difficult. Here we go. Let's try this again. So I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy the video, you know what to do. Hit that like button. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell for notifications. Guys, let me know what you're thinking. Leave a comment. And if you feel so inclined, and I know this is asking a lot, but share this video with your friends. Share my channel with your friends. Let the people know. Spread the love. Guys, I've been Will. This has been Will's World. You be excellent to each other, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye, guys. Bye!